at your last, what was the key the last time you tried to grow food sales?
Uh, just getting the buy-in from my team. Um, sharing that success and sharing you know, um, our our struggles. Sharing our challenges. And going through it together.
What is the key specifically around food for buy-in?
Even coming to this location, I'm still coming to another brand new store for me, um, dealing with totally different individuals. So um, just coming in with the mindset that I'm just a team leader. Um, we're all in this together. Um, I need to build your trust with me, um, and I'm going to show you that I'm going to lead by example to take us as far as we can go. We didn't have the things that we needed to do to try to drive the success that we were trying to go for. In order to be successful on a level that we wanted to be on, we had to get the right equipment to be able to get us there. And so Ray actually challenged me that if I could get my sales to this point, then he would be willing to get us that equipment.
Switching over, really successful at one store, and this happens all the time. You're successful at one store, so the owner puts you in another store that needs to grow. But here you are, you built something up. What's it feel like being swapped to a new store like that?
Being able to, telling them that I got to go somewhere else and, leave what we built here was a difficult time for me and probably for them too, because we built it together. We thought we'd be together longer, but there was a challenge somewhere else, and Ray needed me there. So I'm always up for the challenge. It's just leaving my team was the hardest part. Well, we push a program called Hot Stuff Pizza. So our number one item is going to be pizza. But we sell a variety of from soups to burgers to chicken sandwiches to chicken tenders, Bosco sticks. We dabble in a lot in this store. We cure our pizzas. We do our pizzas fresh, so we have to cure the dough for overnight. Try to at least make sure our dough is cured for at least 24 hours. We do cina-babies. We cure them actually I like to cure them for 2 days, just to get them so we can get them, the best that we can, the best flavor and the best freshness out of them that we can. It allows the dough to rise the way it should. So when we make these pizzas fresh or make our cina-babies fresh, that they're the best they can be.
So that takes some planning and some organization, and you're not working 7 days a week, I hope. How do you manage the different responsibilities from that planning side?
It's just mapping it out with my team, giving everybody a specific responsibility. Daniel is one of my, he's my guy that cures and gets preps and get all my doughs ready. He gets them set up for Anna. So they've been curing now for 24 hours. When they come out, he pans them up for her. Then she's ready to make them fresh, put all the toppings on them, and get them in the oven. Most of my staff is 21, to 55.
What specifically do you think about as you're hiring or managing? What are the tricks of the trade that make that successful? Because I know how successful your store is.
Well, the trick is being honest up front. When you're during the hiring process, being honest. This is what we do. This is what it's going to take to be a part of this team. And do you want? Are you excited? Do you want to be a part of this? We don't want people to come in and find out later that all of this is involved. But if everybody works together as a team, we do a great job of putting our plan and into action and executing to the best perfection that we know how to do. I don't have a big team, but everybody that I have, they're 100% on board.
How do you go about developing your assistant manager? And I mean, you don't want to hold them back. You must be losing some good ones periodically, or cashiers are coming up. What's your philosophy about?
Oh, why are you teaching them that? Why are you teaching them that?
Mm,
The more knowledge that they have, the easier the job gets, and the easier my job gets. I don't spend my whole day explaining things. I spend my whole day, saying we need to get this done, and they know what to do. So I teach them everything. Like I said, everybody plays a role.
mm,
I have a food service manager, and I have a second in charge of food service. You know, and they take on that role. They have their responsibility. They run with it. They love it, and they want to see how good can I be at it. And I can't wait to show them how good they are at it. I get my excitement out of that.
what's your favorite story about somebody coming back?
But one of my greatest stories come back actually from my last company, because I had just became a store manager. And the first person I hired at my new store was a 16-year old girl, and it was her first job.
Huh,
And so I worked with her, and I felt like I threw so much at her that she was going to just break.
right?
But she kept being up for the challenge, and she learned more and more, and to see her grow was just amazing. And she went on, now she's a store manager. So so she came in my store one time, and she picked me apart. So it was exciting. It was exciting. I was like, you came on the wrong day, but it was exciting.
Oh, that's got
She
to
knew
feel
everything.
good though, right? Oh,
Oh yeah, and she was absolutely right on it. And I was like, there's nothing I could say, but you're good. You're good at this. And and she still calls me her work dad to this day. Because she was just a kid when I hired her.
new manager comes in, or new system manager comes in, and you're taking a week of vacation, and they're a little nervous. You got to give them one piece of advice. What's it going to be?
Just trust your instincts and trust your people. Um, you know, you have to build that trust. Once your people trust and believe in you, they're gonna have your back. They're gonna do everything that in their power to make sure that you know the boss comes back and the store is going to be great. When I first became an assistant manager, that's what my boss told me. He said, don't worry about trying to do too much. Trust your people. And let them know they can trust you, because they'll take care of you. Your team is what makes you great. You can be as good as ever at this job, but you can't do it by yourself. Trust your team, give them the confidence, give them the knowledge, and let them go with it.